Well, I clearly fell off for about a year or so. In that period of time, I had some good learning experiences. Kind of just a little bit of focus on how a person loses themselves in a relationship. And realize that, it's basically self-induced. And I always forget that, I guess I've never really allowed myself to get lost before now. And this time around, man, I got lost. Made all kinds of decisions I wouldn't normally make. And not even because of that person. Like, it's not their fault. That was my choice. I chose to do the things that I did. I chose to handle the situations the way I chose to handle them. And, not all of my choices were great. Hate to admit it, but it's just what it is. But in that, I realized, we spend so much time trying to have the person that we think that we're supposed to be with, that we love, that we whatever, because we crossed those boundaries well before we got to know that person. And it's not always necessarily who you're supposed to be with. If you have to change who you are to be with that person, that's not the one. And I've always kind of felt that way, but then I put myself in a situation where I actually kind of lost myself, made choices that I wouldn't make, turned into somebody I didn't like being, I didn't want to be. And it dawned on me, the problem is I'm trying to find the person that fits all this criteria, but at the end of the day, what I actually need is to accept people for who they are and to be with somebody that accepts me for who I am. I need you to be on my level. We need to both be right here. I can't be up here and you be down here, or you up here and me down here. We need to be on the same level. And I think, that's where people mess up. We have all these goals, this, that we want, that, And I mean, even we get out of one relationship that's actually pretty good, but it's not exactly what we want. So we trade it up for a different relationship. And then in that relationship, we got better with this, that, and the other thing. But then these three things fell off, And it's because we're always looking for more and more and more and more. And I'm not saying you shouldn't have standards, or you shouldn't have certain things that you want or that you expect. But you need to be with somebody that's just as confident as you are, or that will help you build your confidence if you have a confidence problem. But you need somebody that accepts you the way that you are, wants you to be the best version of you, but still accepts you as you are, loves you the way that you are, loves your flaws. And it's a lot easier said than done, of course, because then, sometimes you spend time alone because everybody's not going to be that person. The first 5 people you find are not going to be that person necessarily. Or maybe you get real lucky and they are. Every now and then it works out like that. But I don't know. So anyways, this is my random couple-minute little rant. Just don't lose yourself. Don't be so busy trying to fit into this image of what you think your relationship is supposed to be, of what you think you're supposed to want, of all the standards that everybody else puts on there, because it doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. All that matters is you are in a relationship and you're happy with your relationship. All that matters is you two aren't dragging each other down, or one of you is not dragging the other one down. You can grow together, you can build together, but be with somebody that you love exactly as they are, and that loves you exactly as you are, because that is the most important thing. Because no relationship will work if you're on completely different levels emotionally. If you aren't equally confident with yourselves, if you're not willing to grow together, because everybody's got areas that they need to improve. So to sit here and act like I'm perfect and I'm on this level and everybody has to be on, anybody that I'm going to be with has to be right here on this level too, that's just crazy. And I'm not going to sit here and try and pretend that. But I did realize that I got in a relationship with somebody that is an amazing person, but emotionally we are not on the same level. Emotionally, I'm real comfortable with who I am, and I'm not so worried about other people around. Either you're going to do what you're going to do, and that's got nothing to do with who I am as a person, and everything to do with who you are as a person. It has nothing to do with me being a good enough woman, and everything to do with what you're looking for in life, where you are emotionally, right? Then I got myself in this relationship with somebody that isn't quite that confident. And that's not a bad thing. But I found myself putting a filter on myself so that I didn't draw too much attention, so that I didn't stand out too much. And that's not okay. I shouldn't have to filter myself. And he never once told me to, but it was something that I did because I just knew how certain things affected him. And so in one area, he is perfect. Very well put together financially, has his life together, has goals, knows exactly what he's going for. Amazing. Super understanding guy. But on the other hand, I get hit on too much, and it just showed in the way he reacted to the way people reacted to me. So then it was more of me just trying not to draw attention to myself. I'll just stand in the corner over here and not be, But then I started to feel a certain type of way, and it was entirely my fault. I was being the person that wouldn't go be loud and obnoxious and play pool in the middle of the bar with everybody around and not care how bad I did about it. I was the person that wasn't singing in the car with you. I was the person, that was all me editing myself to be less than what I am. And at the end of the day, I really love what I am. I love who I am. And I make all kinds of mistakes. All kinds. They're all over the place. Man, if I could give you a list, you'd be writing for days. But I still love me a whole lot. And just trying to edit these tiny little aspects of me made it so hard for me to just be happy with my everyday life. And there wasn't even anything wrong with my everyday life. It just wasn't what I was looking for. And that's a huge thing. So just remember to be true to who you are. Love yourself. And don't ever forget that who you are is good enough. No matter what flaws people may think you have or you think you have, you are good enough. And if you love yourself, somebody else is going to come along that loves you too, and you won't have to fight to find somebody that accepts you, because they're just going to find you. They're going to be drawn to you because you accept you.